Several religious believe that once hell reaches its maximum capacity, the banished souls of the dead will be forced to return to their rotten bodies here on earth. They say these also angry souls may actually crawl from their graves and join us again among the living. Many actually believe this has already begun to happen.
The most unthinkable outcome is coming to existence, straight up on some horror science fiction. Here I sit with a hammer in my hand, same hammer that I used on the porch to kill a man. Well, he looked like a man, but his face was half gone, and his eyes were all red, and he was crawling on the lawn. Tried to reach for me and bite me, so I popped him in his dome with a hammer in his forehead and watched his head explode. Sheer terror, I was spattered with blood and went into shock, till I noticed 50 more of them coming around the block. Back inside, boarding up the doors, they're outside banging like they know that I'm the main course. Reinforce the windows, they're coming through in twos, 14 in the room, and I'm panicking like what the fuck can I do? Overpowered and outnumbered, knowing that I'ma die, till I stumble to the floor thinking how will I survive? When they're all around you, now you're under, they surround you. How impossible, they found you, now they're
ripping, beating, tearing you apart.
Now you're cold and bleeding, they surround you, they're still feeding. You can feel your heart still beating.
Ripped open, singing, how will I survive? I tried to run through the branches and thick woods, but they kept on coming, circling me like wolves. I kept on running, tried to hide from the light, and hope they couldn't see me confined in the night. I hope that Shaman was right, cause when he blessed me, he made me a solid promise, and zombies will never get me. I hit the canvas like a starving artist, tripped over some branches and my head hit hardest. I gotta get the fuck up out of here regardless, or I'm just another corpse gonna leave me heartless. And I can feel the fingernails digging my cartilage, pulling my left arm completely out of its socket. I feel the blood pouring, pool in my pocket. They roll me like fire and nothing can stop it. I feel a hand reach deep in my chest, pulling out my insides and eating on what's left.
When they're all around you, now you're under, they surround you. How impossible, they found you, now they're
ripping, beating, tearing you apart.
Now you're cold and bleeding, they surround you, they're still feeding. You can feel your heart still beating.
Ripped open, singing, how will I survive?
Left for dead and roaming the countryside, ribs showing, spreading sickness like a lie when the hunger is the truth. Killed a man inside a phone booth, ripped his arms off, slurped his blood like it's tomato soup. Teeth crunch through the crust of the cranium. Hear him kicking, scream, he's getting weak. All the bleeding he's doing, straining him and starting to ease the pain. Starting to make it go away. Only option for survival was becoming a zombie. When they're all around you, now you're under, they surround you. How impossible, they found you, now they're
ripping, beating, tearing you apart.
Now you're cold and bleeding, they surround you, they're still feeding. You can feel your heart still beating.
Ripped open, singing, how will I survive?
There was an alien attack. People fled in terror. Everybody was in a panic.